EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AM. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. To start the drive. Yeah,
that was my fault. I should have bounced back in. Now I got to be chased around.
Run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield.
That's a dot.
Down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First carry of the game for Zamir White. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Carr now to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
We got lucky on that one.
Carr gonna go on 4th down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Faison. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's the option going right. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get nothing out of that one. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Going for it, here's Ellinger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on down.
I would have went over there.
From the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
Ooh, yep, get off me. Get off.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him. From the 10, first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes him from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second down and goal. Carr. Touchdown! Matt Hunt 6 yards away. And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now for the action.
Yeah. It's all right.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, come on, bro. Stop playing me like that.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it first and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go play action. Now Ellinger rolling to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. It's incomplete. Took a shot.
Come on, bro. That's user.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
You have to work for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet. Really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
You better stop playing with me on this game. I think they're supposed to be sweet because I'm using the Raiders.
Las Vegas offense ready to start
He'll
this
be sleeping on the Raiders, I'm telling you.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, Jacobs. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Rodgers on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Ellinger. And this one too low.
It's pressure. Come on. We come with that pressure.
What we've seen so far in this game. The defense took her to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Ellinger. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Okay.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And
they're going to get him.
That's sacked.
He's sacked back around the 28. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Ellinger. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they are able to stop
bro, that
it,
should've
but he
been
does
picked.
take it all the way to the 2. In motion left, the tight end. Taylor is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Again, it'll be Taylor. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Ellinger to throw. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown.
I thought that was going to be
A
deflected.
3-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. but sometimes the pressure's a little bit higher
Let's go.
on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be enough.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again, and he'll go down at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to it.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Buying time to his left. Looking deep for Adams. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but
I shouldn't have stepped to the left.
And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Gallagher to throw on first down. And this is incomplete with the clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here. So get this up to the 29. Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 7, Ellinger. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground. Despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give them the credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll be good for an Indianapolis first.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis, and also move the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run once more with Taylor. And forget about finding a
don't keep running the ball, not like that.
Before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Ellinger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. That is a tough way to start the 3rd quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
He didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running out of the gun with White. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Looking deep for Adams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
We always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
I can't even lie, he got a pretty good defense. Can't even lie. It's a tough one
Colts
right
go
now.
to the line, ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know ready for this?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown.
That should have been stopped in the backfield.
Jonathan Taylor.
I don't know how he got that.
17 yards out. And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. In his own end zone, it's Carr.
Bro, I'm pressing the square button. What the? Oh my goodness, bro.
And this one results in a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points.
I'm pressing the pass button and it didn't even do nothing.
To deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was Anthony Averett who got him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Sam Ehlinger scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Adam Dooler will not try to bring it out. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Las Vegas.
On play action, now Carr. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Vegas. Rodgers to return it. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Pretty sizable gain of 8 that time on the keeper, but now it's 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down. Matt Cobb in formation.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky.
That was some bullshit on that game.
Cause I want to. I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive, break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I make him big.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing first play is Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lance looking to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there. But they do convert on 4th.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Lance now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive.
And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raidersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, and the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Carr. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
First down, here's White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. On play action, it's Carr. On the move to his left. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. We're scoreless after 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 5 now. Carr. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Samson Abukum. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Flush to his right. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Carr. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the line. A nice pickup of 13, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Raiders. They go for
that and use it against other teams. They're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing on first down is Lance. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Lance. And Lance throws the interception, his third. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders will take over possession here at the 44. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely over. They're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Raiders trying on 4th down, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going on.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. To throw, it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Lance going to try to throw for this. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game.